when you look at this simple idea that kids that grow up in Thief River Falls should be able to live here, and that means not just in town, but in the region, you have to have good broadband. And the stories around our state of, the farmers going to do their work in the McDonald's parking lot, it's a true story, happens all the time because more and more agriculture is going toward precision agriculture. It saves money, and it also is, there's a lot of great things about it if you know what's going on and you've got the equipment, so you can map where your resources are and where the pesticides are used, the water is used at a time of water shortage. But you can't do that if you don't have the broadband. And this used to be literally still 12 years ago when I first started talking about this, it was still a lot of moms wanting to send emails to their kids in college. And we're so beyond that now because it's become integrated in our work. And if we don't have, we can have broadband, but we have to have high-speed broadband in order to compete. And with Thief River Falls having such major businesses in this area, I know preaching to the choir here, but I think we have to make sure that we have not just in the town, but in the surrounding areas as well. So the money, USDA funding, keeping the farm bill strong will be really important. There's funding that comes out of the economic development grants. And as you know, we just passed a really strong farm bill in the Senate, totally bipartisan, 86 votes. And we feel good about it. It's heading to conference committee. Colin is one of the leaders on the conference committee. And we feel pretty good about keeping the funding in for these kinds of programs. Out of Commerce, there's also funding, and talk about that. But the big funding could come from a better use of the Universal Service Fund. And that's the fund that everyone pays into. It's used to support local telephone service, and we don't want to take that away. That's very important. We want to make sure it's done in a way, the funding out of the Universal Service Fund, that makes sure that we're building in the areas that we want to build in and not overbuilding in certain areas, and the money's going so that people get broadband.